this morning on the overnight show with the wonderful Deanna Lynn's. Really great time. We had a really fun overnight extravaganza and gonna keep the sales going here on the live stream. Very excited getting to spend my last couple hours with you guys before I fly off to Florida. Oh, I love Florida so much. I really do. And I'm not even going to the beach this time around. I just love Florida. I love it. I step off the plane. I'm like, Florida. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the overall, like the nice weather year round. I absolutely love, love, love Florida. So headed to Florida this afternoon. Very excited. I will say I'm under caffeinated and sleep deprived. So that's a combination that, might cause for some goofiness, but the goofier the better. It allows us to have fun together. And my name is Lauren Masters, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Like I said, under caffeinated and underslept. So my name is Lauren Masters. Welcome to the live stream. You can find me, check me out on social media at Miss M-I-S-S Lauren L-U-R-E-N Masters on Instagram. I'm not really on the other socials. I know I need to get on those, but I just haven't gotten there yet. It'll happen one of these days. But anyways, welcome in, you guys. We are going to be doing a really nice luxury show. We've got gold and platinum. So we're going to start with platinum and then we'll inch our way into gold. And I'm really excited. I thought it was just platinum when I looked at my sheet. And so when I realized, ooh, we've got gold and platinum, super hyped for that simply because we are in the middle of what I call the 2025 gold rush. Okay, gold has been going absolutely crazy. Gold prices are at an all-time high. You're seeing that consistently, gold inching. Of course, there's going to be little dips, but the overall trajectory of gold is like, whoop, it's upward. So with that being said, it's really nice to be able to purchase gold here at Shop LC because we're actually still doing gold at what we call old gold pricing. So there are a lot of factors that go into the current pricing of gold. One, you see the value of gold is substantially higher. Two, we're also looking at a lot of tariffs implemented. That was something that we were talking with a lot of our vendors in Italy. So I went to Italy back in, what month was that? I don't know. September. Back in September. Good to see you. Sorry, you guys. Okay.
Bless you.
Thank you. I almost called you Ankur. DJ.
About my actual name.
I think I was thinking of, I went to Italy with Ankur and then you said thank you. And so I was literally on the tip of my tongue to say thank you, Ankur. Thank you, DJ. I was in Italy with our vice president, Ankur, and he's also one of our top negotiators. He is our top negotiator here at Shop LC. And a consistent question, a consistent issue that we were facing with our vendors there was the tariffs and how are we going to import that and, different ways that we can go about still getting Italian gold because Italian gold is the essence of luxury. My favorite pieces, I absolutely just love Italian gold pieces. And so it was really interesting to see because the world of gold is definitely in a shift. We're seeing a lot of new things as that gold price is at its all-time highest. Now, something to mention as well, though, is I love this. Isaac, he's one of our frequent viewers, and he said the other day that he's purchased a lot of gold and silver from Shop LC recently. And the thing that he noted was even if the gold price goes down, it'll always be worth something, right? So it's always worth something. There's never going to be a day where gold is worthless, right? Gold will always hold and maintain some type of value. It has throughout history, right? We look at historical figures, biblical figures. We look at when, they came over on the Mayflower. Gold has always been utilized as a commodity. And so we can think about gold. It's also universal, right? Around the globe, people utilize gold. They consider gold as a valued asset. And so owning gold, we like to call it here at Shop LC, wearable wealth, okay? You are wearing your wealth. You're showcasing your wealth. It's a tangible asset that you actually get to enjoy, right? It's not something that you're just putting away in a safe. Now, if you are interested in something like that, we've got gold bars, silver bars, platinum bars that you can purchase and you can put those away in a safe. But I love the idea of wearing your wealth. Wear your gold, right? It's an asset that you get to enjoy. So you get to look fabulous. And at the same time, yeah, this is worth something. Okay. So I think it's a win-win. And I would definitely say get in on gold while you can. I was saying this last night in our show, but we're at this. Sometimes people think, oh my goodness, I missed the boat on gold. Like the price is too high. I missed the boat. I can't get gold now. It's too late. I can't afford it. No, if you keep waiting, you will miss the boat. But you can still get gold now. You can still get gold now, especially here at Shop LC where we do old gold pricing. So get your gold. Don't wait any longer. I always compare it to me with the heatless curlers, okay? For years, I would see people doing the heatless curler. You roll your hair up in it. I would see people doing heatless curlers for years and years and years. I would see them on social media and be like, this is such a gimmick. There's no way that works. That's so ridiculous. I'm not tying my hair up in leggings or a little random, piece of fabric. I'm not doing it. Well, then I got here to Shop LC and I was working nearly every day on the live stream, getting up early, hustling. I was like, saw one of those heatless curlers at one of the discount stores and I thought, should I just try that? No, I came here in 2023. People started using heatless curlers during 2020. I tried them for the first time the next morning. It was like, y'all, this is from Heatless Curlers, okay? I have barely used a curling iron in the past 2 years. And all I keep thinking is, why didn't I try that sooner? I could have simplified my life years before. But I was like resistant. I was like, oh, no. Don't be that person with gold where 5 years from now, you're like, oh my goodness. Why didn't I get gold sooner? What was I thinking? It's something that you're going to wear all the time. And I speak for myself here in that I wear my silver and my gold all the time. I was actually just packing up for my Florida trip. I didn't bring I brought a moissanite tennis bracelet. But other than that, no gemstone jewelry. All I brought were sterling silver bracelets, gold hoops, and a couple of gold necklaces. That's it. I did not bring any gemstone jewelry because to me, gold pieces, platinum pieces as well. Yes, Miss Pat said I love platinum. Platinum is a whole nother level of luxury that we're going to talk about. But gold, silver, platinum, these are pieces that you can wear with any outfit, any time of day, to any event. And so if you're traveling or if you're just kind of like, you want to minimize what you have in your jewelry collection, maybe you're like, okay, I need to organize things. I want to kind of keep a capsule collection. Gold and platinum, that's where it's at. Metal is where it's at because these are pieces that you will wear with this outfit, with that outfit, day, night, everywhere. You can live in your gold and platinum pieces. So that is a little spiel on gold. But now let's talk about the live stream. Yeah, it's really cool, you guys. So Shop LC, we have actually been on the air for over 17 years as a home shopping channel. Yes, that is exactly what you think it is. Good old-fashioned home shopping. So, think the home shopping channels that you might have watched in the summer when you were at home. You might have watched them when you went to visit your grandparents' house. We are a good old-fashioned home shopping channel. We do broadcast 24/7 on national cable television. And we are actually the only home shopping channel that broadcasts 24/7 from the hours of about 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Other home shopping channels are actually doing encore presentations. So they are rerunning spots that they did earlier in the day. So that's something to note. We are the only home shopping channel that is live 24/7. And that's reflected in the fact that we go all year round. So keep that in mind. All right, you guys. Now, a couple of additional things to mention. Did I ever wear the new hoops? I had tried to wear the new hoops. My ears have been very irritated during clearance from trying on so many different earrings that I actually haven't been able to wear earrings in probably in about a week. My ears have been super, super sensitive. So I'm attempting to slowly start wearing earrings again. I think taking on and off, 10, 15 hoops in an hour had my ears a little bit sensitive. I do have very sensitive ears, and so I had to slow down on wearing jewelry. Okay, what else? I did wear those hoops, though, for Baptism Sunday at my church. I wore those when I did announcements for Baptism Sunday. They looked really great because I had a more casual outfit on, and then I spiffed it up a bit with some big gold hoops. Italian hoops, right? Okay, Isaac, I know. Where is Isaac? Isaac's probably working right now. It's a Wednesday. He's off Monday and Friday, so he is probably working right now. But a little bit about the live stream. So like I mentioned, we've been on cable television for over 17 years, and we've been here in the live stream for about 2.5, 3 years. And this is kind of our way of keeping up with the times, right? With cable television, with home shopping, with television in general, we've seen such a huge shift, right? People are going from traditional cable TV to streaming platforms to even shopping via social media. And so we want to keep up with the times. We want to have opportunities for you to shop just about everywhere. And that's what we've done. We are currently live right now on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, our website. Is that it, DJ?
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
Website,
yeah.
Okay. We are currently live, you guys, in 4 places on social media. Now, I do like to mention that it is social media. Please, I'm begging you. Please get social, you guys. This is a one-man show. So on the TV side, we have a co-host that's very comfy cozy because we have someone to chit-chat with. When y'all are in the comment section, it's like I'm talking to a brick wall. I'm just like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So chit-chat. Be my co-host. Help me drive the show. If you have feedback on an item, let me know. If you're loving it, let me know. If you have an idea like, ooh, Lauren, you could wear this with this, let me know in the comments. Y'all are my co-hosts for this live stream. So please interact, engage. That makes the show so much more fun. And yeah, I love it. To me, that's what makes the live stream a special platform and a special space here at Shop LC. Over on the TV platform, y'all can write in, but oftentimes we don't have the ability to comment back. We're pretty limited on the amount of time we have to say things. We're just pretty limited. A lot of times we are in a really big time crunch. And so oftentimes we might miss a comment. I feel like sometimes people's feelings get hurt. Just know if you're ever commenting on the TV side, I hope your feelings never get hurt. It's never meant to ignore anyone. It's never our intention to miss a comment. Sometimes things just kind of slip under the radar and we accidentally miss it. So it's never meant to be hurtful. It's always just one of those things where maybe one host sees the comment, the other doesn't. We get to a new item and things fall through the cracks. But here, I encourage you, comment, please. That's also how you shop, you guys. You comment to shop. So if you want to purchase something, you see this right here. It says shop 1. So if you want to purchase the first item, we're actually going to comment shop 1. Second item, shop 2. I will try to note that as we move throughout the show. So shop 1, shop 2. I'll note that before we move on from items. But for the most part, depending on what platform you are on, it should appear right there in the top of your screen. If you are tuning in from our website, shoplc.com, you have a really easy ability to shop there because it's actually just clicking and selecting items. You view, you click. You view, you click. And so that is going to be a really great platform to be shopping from because you have a very easy shopping experience. Now, there are some benefits for shopping the live stream. Actually, right now, there are very specific benefits for shopping live stream. We are in our final day or so of clearance. And when we're in clearance on the television side, that means all sales are final. There are no returns. And I think for the most part, our customers, we have very happy customers. So you know your sizing. You kind of know what you're in for. You know, hey, this is the kind of length I like on a necklace. I wear a size 6, I wear a size 7. But sometimes there are those moments, right, where you get something home which is not quite as you expected. Well, on the TV side, it is all sales final. And I know for some people, that kind of disqualifies them from shopping on the TV side because they just don't feel comfortable with purchasing something where all sales are final. And I get it. I really do. I totally understand that. It is, a little bit difficult. I know for me, purchasing clothing, if I go to an online retailer and it's no returns, I'm like, yeah, no, I can't shop here because I don't know how it's going to fit me. Jewelry's a little bit easier, right? Because if you know your ring size, you know what you like, you know what gemstones you like, you're pretty confident in that. But clothing, I would be like, I'm like, I can't do that. So this, however, in our live stream space, we do allow returns. You have 30 days of easy breezy returns. We have a 30-day, I call it our joy guarantee because we want you to be happy. We deliver joy. That's our motto here. So we want you to love what you're getting. And if you don't love it, guess what? No worries. We're going to have those 30-day easy returns. Another benefit of shopping on the live stream is you do have complimentary shipping on all orders $49.99 or more. So $49.99 or more, you will get complimentary shipping, which is a nice little bonus. Who loves free shipping? I love free shipping. You love free shipping. Free shipping, that's always a nice perk. I've been seeing more and more though. However, different retailers, when I go to check out, it's like, oh, free shipping on orders over 100, orders over $99. And so I've been doing a lot of ship to the store and then going to pick it up. I actually just ordered something from Gap Outlet and a really cute little sweatsuit. I'm kind of bummed, you guys. I ordered a really cute sweatsuit for the day of my surgery because I was thinking, you know, maybe I'll feel more like excited for the surgery if I have a really cute sweatsuit to wear. And then this morning I was talking with the nurse on the phone, and she was saying, make sure you wear short sleeves for the IV. And I was like, yeah, that I can't wear my new sweatsuit, but I'll wear it when I'm recovering. And maybe that will make me, you know, cheerful as I'm recovering. I was like, dang it, I just bought a new sweatsuit for this. That's okay. I think I might wear one of my shirts from church for a little bit of encouragement. So yeah, but it was just funny because I literally went to Gap Outlet yesterday to pick up this sweatsuit. I got a super good deal. It's so cute. And then today I'm like, there goes my goal of wearing that new sweatsuit. Maybe I'll wear the pants, the pink top or something. Who knows? I'm goofy like that though. I was like, well, you know, maybe if I have a really cute pink little set, it'll make me feel, you know, better about going in. Nothing will make me feel better about getting an IV though. I can't stand IVs. Like, not even gonna think about it because I might pass out right here in the live stream room, and I don't want to put DJ through that. Having me pass out on the live stream, that would be a first. And we are not trying to set out to have firsts and break records today. Now, final thing I like to mention on the live is we do have a coupon code. It is LIVE25, LIVE25. That gets you 25% off anything and everything that you purchase on our live streaming shows. Let's welcome in Justin. Thank you for joining us here on the live stream. Also, you have something called budget pay. Yeah, that's right. Budget pay. This is for everyone and anyone on a budget. We're all on a budget these days, right, guys? We are all on a budget. Times are tight. You know, prices of nearly everything are pretty expensive. And so where you can utilize a budget pay, use it. I use budget pay on everything. Our host Matt, he uses budget pay on everything. So yeah. Budget pay is awesome. These are no interest, no credit check. This is not like a Shop LC credit card. It's not like, you know, Klarna or Affirm where they throw you off to a third party and then you can input your information and they'll let you know what your interest rate is. It's nothing like that. This is in-house. What we do is we get your credit card information. We'll do your first payment, the first portion plus your tax, and then we'll just simply portion that out over the next 3 or 4 months depending on the budget pay available for that specific item. So I love it because you don't pay a penny more. Like, you literally do not pay a penny more, but you get to have those payments portioned out over time, which is really nice. Lots of comments coming in. Ms. Pepper gets lots of hosts don't actually put them in. They just put them beside the ear. Yeah, if you've noticed during clearance, I have started putting the earring up to my ear with the earring holder. I found that to be less irritating to my skin. She doesn't shop clearance, got stuck once, never again. It is hard sometimes with certain sizing to know, unless it's like something where you definitely know, oh yeah, I this is going to be my size. That's not good. You're going to be cold. They did say they'll have blankets so that I'm nice and cozy. They'll have blankets for me there to keep me nice and cozy and warm. I'll definitely be wearing cozy pants also. All right. So we are about to dip into some platinum. Dip in, you guys. Who wants to jump into a pool of platinum? Which is actually interesting because all of the platinum in the world could fill an Olympic size swimming pool. So platinum is a very limited resource. Yes, I learned that from Hunter. I learned that from our wild, crazy, funny friend, Hurricane Hunter, as I call him. And it's true. There's not unlimited platinum in the world. And so when you have the opportunities to get it, if you want the ultimate luxury, platinum is such a great way to go. I truly do believe it's the ultimate luxury metal. And I really grew up in my mind thinking, I could never own platinum. That's for fancy people. That's for rich people, right? Well, I work here at Shop LC now, and I realize we're actually making it possible for all of you to own and wear and enjoy platinum. It doesn't have to be a medal just for the elite. This can be a medal for anyone. So we're going to kick it off with a very classic piece. I feel like this is just a staple. If you have any platinum pendants, anything from our Rhapsody collection, this would be a really great chain. It's a foxtail chain, so it's very smooth. It's almost like that of a snake chain, extremely smooth in style. It does have a really beautiful polish to it, and that's going to give off this mirrored-like finish. And that's just known with platinum, right? Is it gives off really beautiful light with the finish that you see. Now, with this one, you're going to have an adjustability here. It has a spring ring closure, but this one adjusts at either 18 inches or 20. So it's not 18 to 20. You don't have all of the little loops. You actually have that chain in between the loops. So here's your loop at 18. Here's your loop at 20. Okay, so it's not adjustable from 18 to 20. It's adjustable. It can be worn at 20 or at 18 inches, which I actually like that because it gives you more of the chain and less of those little loops. So typically I wear everything at 18 inches. I'm going to put it at 20 today because I'm wearing a higher neckline, and I want it to sit on the black fabric of my blouse because platinum and gold both pop on black. Look at that. Wow. Now, it is, again, like I said, that mirrored-like finish. It reflects light beautifully. So you could use this if you had a Rhapsody collection pendant, something you didn't have a chain for. Maybe you've been wearing it on a white gold chain. Maybe you've been wearing it on a silver chain, and you're ready to step up the game and actually get yourself a platinum chain. This would be a great option because you do have the adjustability from either to be at 18 or 20 inches. So that's always nice because it means you can wear it with a lot of different blouses. You have an option to choose. Now, one thing I will say about platinum is, y'all, if I were to hold this chain in my hand in a similar style in, let's say, silver or gold, it's not going to be feeling as heavy. There is a density to platinum that is completely unique. It is very dense. It is weighty. Like, you feel platinum, okay? You feel it in your hand. It is weighty. So you are getting 2.85 grams of platinum. And again, Ms. Pat Perkins said make sure it's a decent gram weight. Yeah, I would say for this one, this is going to be one of those chains that you're getting a decent amount. You feel the heftiness to it. You feel the heaviness. But with platinum, with this pendant or with this chain, it's more so for the pendant, right? So you're getting something that is going to be a bit thinner, but you're getting it, for the possibility to wear it with that Rhapsody collection pendant with something along those lines. So think of it more as a pendant chain. Now, not to say you couldn't wear it on its own, because look at that on my neckline. I mean, it definitely holds its own, though it's a bit more petite in style. It's a bit more dainty, right? It's still very noticeable. And that, to me, speaks to the beauty of platinum and that mirrored-like finish that we were talking about earlier, is even when we get into more petite, slightly thinner chains, they are noticeable on the neckline because of your mirrored finish. It keeps everything very, very noticeable. And so I love looking at chains like this that just have that finish. Absolutely beautiful. Now, this is going to be, again, like I mentioned, 2.85 grams of platinum, baby. Platinum luxury, nearly 3 grams of platinum luxury. Now, our start price on this is $620 to start. We are going to get you that coupon code, which will bring you down to $465. So you're actually getting home platinum for under $500. Did you ever think you could get platinum for under $500? Let me know in the comments if you're someone out there who's like, yeah, I just always thought I could get platinum for really great prices, because that will be news to me, because I personally definitely would never have thought I could get platinum for under $500. I'm very impressed by this price point. We have 5 budget pays. That means you're paying less than $100 on a budget pay. So today you'll pay $93 plus tax to get home your platinum chain. And then over the next 4 months, there will be simple automatic payments of $93. Can y'all believe that? $93 for platinum? Wow. That is absolutely incredible. Pardon me as I have a little sip of my coffee. Like I said, I worked the overnight. And since I'm leaving town literally directly after this show, I had to wake up this morning, finish packing. I didn't have a lot to do, but when you're leaving, you feel like you need to do a couple of things. I took a quick bath, just kind of like refreshed, finished up my packing, went and grabbed a couple of things. And so I'm running on fumes, you guys, and this little cup of joy right here in my hand. So take a peek, you guys, if you are interested. If you have those Rhapsody collection pendants, this is really such a great pendant chain. Sometimes pendant chains can get pretty almost too dainty. Now, that works for some people. For me, it doesn't work out. I've purchased multiple pendant chains for my cross, and I have ripped that chain multiple times. I had an 18 karat gold chain, put it on there, broke. I had another 18 karat gold chain, put it on there, wore it to Italy. By the grace of God, it actually broke in my hand in my hotel room in Italy. I was like, thank you, Jesus, because that cross, I was baptized in that cross. It has a lot of sentimental value to me. My mom. Wait, when do I say mother? Who am I? My mom gave it to me the day before my baptism, and I was baptized in that diamond cross. And so if I had just been roaming around Italy when that chain broke and I lost my cross, I would have been absolutely devastated. So I was bummed because it was my third chain on that cross, but I was just thankful that, it broke in my hand in the hotel room. I have my cross. Y'all should have seen me because I still had, that was, I think, only my third day in Italy. So I still had like another 10 days in Europe. And so I'm like putting that thing in a little bag and then putting that little bag in my jewelry case because I'm like, I will not lose this cross. Like this cross is coming home to Texas with me. So I had that nice and secure. There have been a couple of times I went to my jewelry box to find it. I'm like, where did I put my cross? Where did I put my cross? And then I'm like, okay, breathe. I found it. No big deal. Amanda, welcome. Yes. Cool, right? Isn't platinum cool? It's even cooler that you can actually own platinum today. $93 to get home platinum. Can you believe that, Amanda? Absolutely incredible. I don't get over it. I really don't. I do not get over our pricing here at Shop LC. Now, friends, we only have four of these chains in our entire inventory here at Shop LC. Pretty much majority of what we're bringing you today, aside from a couple of pieces, we have very, very limited quantity. Actually, what we have the most high quantity in is our septum nose ring, which I understand why, because I have a feeling we don't have many of our viewers that wear a nose ring. Do you think, DJ? Mm-hmm. So I have a feeling that's why we still have a high quantity of this, but I have other ideas for this, other ways that our sweet viewers can wear this little ring. So that'll be coming up in gold. But yeah, it's kind of funny because our quantities are 4, 4, 17, 12, 3, 18, 33, 34, 150, 4, 8, 34, 5, 15, 10, 1. And the one thing that we have 150 of is the nose ring because, yeah, it's a different group that shops with us here at Shop LC. Not to say there's anything wrong with having a nose ring, but we have a lot of viewers who are, retired, who are, at home with their families, and they're not necessarily rocking the nose ring. I do have a friend, though, from church. She just got her nose pierced. Her daughter's in college, and they got it done together. And I want to say she's in her early 50s, so you can do it anytime. It's fun. I couldn't. I would freak out. I would pass out. Y'all are hearing me talk about an IV saying I'm freaked out. Y'all, I got my ears pierced in college. Okay, I got my ears pierced in college and I passed out. So there is no moment where I'm going to be getting another piercing. No way, Jose. Now we are going to bring in a pendant. That chain will be shop 1. We are bringing a pendant. This is a really fun dragon pendant. I love it because it's a dragon pendant, but it forms a circular pendant. So it's going to look really nice on the neckline. And something to mention, the dragon, such a sweet sign of strength and protection. This one does come with the chain. So this is going to come with your 18-inch chain included. And this is a more traditional pendant chain. So let's say maybe even you get this pendant and you're like, I want to put that on the snake chain. I want something a little bit more durable. I actually love that. I would love that idea because the snake chain, it kind of looks like the scales of a dragon. It has that scaly look to it. So if you have the ability to get both, maybe you already own the dragon pendant and are like, ooh, let me upgrade and get that snake chain. It doesn't mean you can't keep this additional platinum chain, but you could have the snake chain in the meantime. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so here is your dragon pendant. As I mentioned, it forms like a circle. It forms kind of a cylinder-like pendant, which I love. The dragon is kind of wrapped around. So you see the face of the dragon, and then his tail is kind of swooped inward, wrapped around. Now, $950 platinum. This is as pure as you're going to get in jewelry. So if you go into like a platinum bar, you will often see 999 platinum. That's going to be the purest form, but that would be way too malleable, way too delicate to actually create jewelry with. So when it comes to jewelry, 950 will be your top amount of purity on your platinum. We have Mary Figueroa joining us. She said, nice. Isn't it beautiful, Mary? I love seeing these platinum pieces. It's kind of a little mix up to what we traditionally have. And we don't have much platinum. We only have 4 pieces in platinum, and then we will be moving to gold. But isn't it so pretty, Mary? Mary, do you own any platinum? I've got to ask because I don't. And I'm so curious for any of our viewers out there, Amanda, Miss Pat, Mary, do y'all own platinum? I feel like I've just had this mentality until coming to Shop LC that platinum was so elite, so exclusive. I personally felt like I could never own it. And so it's so intriguing to see it at these price points. Now, between your pendant and your chain, you are looking at 5.97 grams of platinum. Okay, nearly 6 grams. I feel like we could pretty much round up there. Woo. Nearly 6 grams of platinum between your pendant and your chain. It will sit at 18 inches. This one has no adjustability there on the chain. So again, maybe you are looking for a longer length. Maybe you're looking for 20. Go to that snake chain. Comment shop 1. Take a peek at that snake chain because you're getting it home for under $100. $93 on your budget pay. Easy breezy. Yes, done. What a deal right there. $93 on your budget pay. Absolutely amazing, you guys. 18 inches on the neckline, nearly 6 grams of gorgeous $950 platinum. And the intricacies, you guys, the intricacies on the pendant are amazing. Now, like I mentioned, the dragon is kind of wrapped around. So you've got the head of the dragon, and then you've got his tail kind of wrapped around to create that circle-like pendant, like kind of a medallion there on the neckline. And look at the details. Look at every single scale that you see in the body of the dragon. Look at the waves of his tail. You even see his eyes, his teeth. So very, very intricate. Again, talking about the texture of those scales. So imagine putting this pendant onto that snake chain. And now how you'd kind of have that scale-like texture going all the way around the neckline. Now, not saying that you absolutely have to switch to the snake chain. I know that getting platinum in itself is a step, is like, you know, you don't have to go all in immediately. Take your time. Get home the pendant if you love the pendant. Then you can always upgrade to the snake chain if you want in time. But, you know, just putting it out there for someone who maybe already owns this pendant, because we do only have, oh, wow. Wait. Okay. I was like, wait, am I doing this wrong? This does come with the chain. Yes, 18-inch chain. Okay, just making sure. I was like, wait, am I missing something? We only have 17 of these, so I imagine many of you might already own this dragon pendant, as we only have 17 of them. Oh, okay. I'm talking to myself, you guys. Ignore me. So yeah, some of you might already own this chain. So if you wanted to do a little upgrade, get yourself some additional platinum, you could comment shop 1. But if you're interested in this particular pendant, you can comment shop 2. And I forgot to mention at the top of the show, actually when you comment, don't worry, we aren't going to instantaneously charge you. It's not like, oh my goodness, you commented, we charge your card somehow through the airways magically. No, nothing like that. What happens is you comment, and it's going to trigger our system to then send you a link. Once you get this link, you can then click on the link. It's going to take you to our website, shoplc.com, where you can place an order for your item. So let's say it's a ring. You can pick the ring size. Even bracelets sometimes have the sizing options. Maybe it's a gemstone ring that has multiple different options. So that's where you would then head to the website, select your options, and then you will make sure, y'all, make sure, this is very important, when you go to checkout, you'll add the item to your cart. When you go to checkout, put in your coupon code. Okay? Put in your coupon code. to get your 25% off. I think sometimes people think that the pricing for these items has already been adjusted based to the live stream flat price, but it's not. You actually have to input the live stream coupon code to get your 25% off, okay? Do not want y'all to miss that. 25% off when we're looking at an item like this. This is at $1,140. So 25% off, that's getting you some really nice savings. So I do not want y'all to miss out on your coupon code. Let's take a peek at what the price is going to come down to for this one after we apply the coupon code. We're going to, oh my goodness, you guys, we're bringing you down. We were at, like I mentioned, 1140. We're bringing you under 1,000. Under 1,000 for not only a platinum pendant, but with the chain included. Ready to wear, ready to gift. You get this home, you put it on the neckline, you head to dinner. It is as easy as that. $855, you guys. $855 for the chain and the pendant. We're going to have 5 budget payments, which is going to put you at $171 on your budget pay. So pay $171 today plus your tax. We're going to send this right on to you. You can try it on. You can fall in love. If for any reason it's not for you, maybe you're trying to match it with, let's say you're trying to match it with some Bali Legacy pieces. Bali Legacy are traditionally done in sterling, but there's a lot of dragon motifs in our Bali Legacy line. And so if you're trying to find something to maybe match like a Bali Legacy bracelet you have, maybe a Bali Legacy bangle, we've had some really cool dragons in the Bali Legacy collection. Maybe you're trying to match one of those pieces and you get it home, it's just not the right feeling. That's okay. No worries. 30 days of easy returns. All right, you guys, that will be shop 2. Shop 2 for your dragon pendant and chain. We've got a couple more pieces of platinum coming up. I had asked, does anyone out there own platinum? Miss Pat Perkins said, I ordered platinum. It didn't work out. Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes things don't. And again, that's the beauty of the 30-day joy guarantee. Sometimes things don't work out, and that is okay. You want to have something that you love. I think that's the most important thing at the end of the day, is getting home jewelry that you love. Anyone else out there own platinum, ordered platinum, ordering platinum right now, right here from us? All right, you guys, we're going to bring you another gorgeous pendant. Now, this is a slightly, okay, this is a different look, and I love this because this is a very prestigious way to wear platinum. This is also kind of, I would think of in my mind, like a very traditional way to wear platinum. What I love about this, and wow, there's actually 2 ways that you can wear this pendant. So first, you can wear this platinum bar. Yeah, it's a bar you can wear, a platinum bar. Walk into a room and say, yeah, I'm wearing platinum without having to say I'm wearing platinum out loud. Literally walk in with a bar around your neck that says platinum right down the front. Platinum. Hello, I'm expensive. That is what that is saying. $9.50 platinum. This is a bar of platinum. Now, I will say this is going to be a hollow bar. It's essentially like what we would see in an electro form with gold. So the bar itself, between the bar and the chain, you're looking at 6.8 grams of platinum. So you're still getting nice gram weight, but the bar, you know, don't expect it to be like super heavy on the neckline because you'll see the holes here at the bottom. That's the same thing that you see when we utilize electroform, right? You'll see the holes where the wax is melted out from that initial mold. Now, the chain on this is absolutely beautiful. I would say it's similar in between like a rope and a Singapore chain. It gives off a beautiful sparkle, really nice twist to that. So it's got a lot of character in the chain, not just a simple pendant chain. There's a lot of character to this chain. And this is actually going to be an 18-inch chain. So y'all know me, I love an 18-inch chain. It does have a lobster claw closure there on the back, right next to your $9.50 stamp. So if y'all are out and about shopping, right, you're looking in jewelry stores, maybe you're going to estate sales and you're looking at jewelry, you always want to look for the stamp, you guys. If it's sterling silver, you're looking for the 925. If it's platinum, you're looking for the 950 stamp. Do not purchase something without seeing the stamp, okay? You want to know that you are getting genuine platinum, genuine silver, genuine gold. Your gold will be stamped as well. For example, if your gold's from Italy, it's actually going to have Italy stamped into it. The carat 2418, it's going to be stamped into your gold as well. So always make sure you're looking for that. Now here at Shop LC, we're going to let you know what it is and it will be stamped. But if you're shopping elsewhere, just be a smart shopper, be a savvy shopper. I always like to put in these little tips and tidbits that I feel like you can take with you out there to know, right? Because oftentimes I feel like we walk into jewelry stores and we feel instantly like intimidated, a little bit like nervous. I know that for myself. Okay. I walk into a nice jewelry store and I feel a little bit intimidated. I'm kind of like shy. I don't necessarily want to ask a lot of questions. I'm kind of like walking around browsing, acting like I know what I'm doing. Now, I will say now I feel like I kind of do know what I'm doing, but there's still like a slight intimidation factor when you walk into a really fancy jewelry store and the workers are kind of looking at you like, okay. So it's nice to be savvy. It's nice to know, oh yeah, can I see the stamp for that gold? Can I see the stamp for that platinum, to know the questions to ask when they say, oh, these earrings are 2-carat earrings. Oh, so a carat per ear, right? You're not going to fool me. It's nice to know those things and to be able to keep up. So this one will be stamped with your 950 for your platinum. Now the front side, as you see, has the edges that are downward. So it looks like an actual platinum bar. It looks three-dimensional. So to kind of show you what I mean, if you had, like when we think of a gold bar, right? Like treasure, like buried treasure, you see it as three-dimensional. This is like that. It's like three-dimensional on, actually, I guess this side would be going down as well. It's three-dimensional there on the neckline. So you actually see that bar, the three-dimensionality to the bar, because you see the sides angled. And you can see that right here. The sides are angled downward. And then you have the flat front where you have the words inscribed platinum. Moving down, vertical placement on this. So I love that. Vertical placement, it's going to allow this pendant to look and appear larger on the neckline if it was horizontally placed. Now, we do have some, if y'all got any of our platinum bars, remember the ones Hunter was actually working with a team to try to create bezels for. And I don't know that that ever panned out, but I do believe we might have some, we have horizontal platinum bars that you can have put into a bezel if you wanted to wear that, and those are large. But I always like a horizontal because, or a vertical, I feel like it just kind of elongates the neckline, and we all want that opening up, right, of the neckline. 6.8 grams, 18 inches, but wait, I've got a surprise in store for you because this is a reversible pendant. Can y'all believe it? You flip it over and you actually have a flat side. So this side is not going to look as three-dimensional. So when we're looking right at you, they would look at this side and they would just think it's a flat piece of platinum. It doesn't have those curved edges. And it has some Chinese inscription there on your platinum bar. Also some really beautiful etching along the outer edges of your platinum bar. Now I'm going to take this off the neckline real quick. I'm going to see what these inscriptions say. Let's see. I wish we had Cheryl here because she's actually, she knows sometimes. I don't know how she knows, but she knows. But I think I can translate it. Let's see. What does this inscription say? Gosh, it might be too bright. Here, try right here. Okay, you guys, let's see if we can figure out what this says. Good fortune and wealth. Y'all, I think that's kind of what I said. Y'all, internet is amazing. I literally took a picture of that and it told me what those inscriptions mean. Good fortune and wealth. So that is going to be those inscriptions there in your Chinese script. And you have a really beautiful outer edge as well. Y'all see how you have that pattern moving around the outer edge of your pendant. And again, like with that original chain, you're seeing a really high polish finish, almost a mirrored like finish. How would y'all wear this? Let me know in the comments. Would you be wearing it with your good fortune and wealth symbol most, or would you be wearing it with the platinum side out most? I think for me, I'd probably wear it most with the platinum side because I kind of like that little, oh yeah, I'm wearing platinum. You didn't know, now you know. I like that little element, bragging rights element to it. And I think it's kind of nice also to keep the good fortune and wealth, you know, close to you. It's like a little promise to yourself because Y'all, here's the thing. Good fortune, wealth, we make our own fortune, right? Like we make our own luck. So maybe it's a little sense of encouragement to you. Maybe having that on the neckline close to the heart is your encouragement to keep going, to stay motivated, to hustle, right? Maybe that's what that's going to symbolize. The world's going to see your platinum bar. You're going to know, yeah, I've got my good fortune right here on my neckline. I've got that little burst of motivation to keep me going day in and day out. 6.8 grams of platinum. Let's take a peek here at your pricing on this one. Again, chain included. Really beautiful chain on that one as well. So start price, we are looking at $12.70. We're going to apply the coupon code. Whoa. Seemed too good to be true, so I'm going to double check my math here. I'm using a calculator. I'm still double checking my math because the price seemed that good. We're going to apply the coupon code, which is bringing you to $9.52. You guys, yeah, it wasn't too good to be true. Under $1,000 for your platinum bar pendant and your 18-inch chain, which is so gorgeous, you guys. Look at your chain. Look at the details on that chain. It's like a Singapore. Absolutely stunning. Now there's the inscription side, and then here we flip it, and there you get your platinum. Miss Pat Perkins, platinum side only. Oh yeah, she's showing everybody. I'm wearing platinum, okay? I'm only wearing it on the platinum side. Anybody else out there, how are you wearing this? Are you wearing the platinum side, or are you wearing those prosperity and wealth symbols? That one will be shop 3, chain and pendant, the entire set for 5 budget pays. $190 on your budget pay. Now we are about to bring in our final platinum piece. And you guys, this is also going to be not only your final platinum piece, but also your highest gram weight in platinum that we have during this show. So this is going to be a platinum rope chain. I would say this is probably about 1 millimeter there on your rope chain. Classic style. Who doesn't love a rope, right? It is that classic, easy to wear, easy to style chain that everyone loves, right? And most people own a rope chain. If not in platinum, you likely might own a rope chain in gold. People love their rope chains. A very durable style when it comes to a chain. Gram weight on the chain. That one that we just did, shop 4, the gram weight was in total. So we didn't have a distinguished gram weight between the chain and the bar. Your total gram weight is 6.8 grams. So that is chain and pendant together. Total gram weight of 6.8 grams. Remember, your pendant has that electroform kind of style, so they've actually hollowed that out on the inside. So in total, you're looking at 6.8 grams of platinum. Now let's get this rope chain on the neckline. This one is 20 inches, and y'all, it's 8.4 grams of platinum, okay? That is heavy duty. I love that. That is heavy duty. A friend of mine wears a silver chain every single day, and my goodness, you can feel the difference between silver and platinum. This is like, yeah, there is some heft to that. It's the density. It is the density of platinum. Hunter always describes it, and it's interesting because when he first described it, I was like, wait, what? I'm like, I don't even think I understand what you're saying. But he was saying, if you have a pound of marshmallows and a pound of peanut butter, the peanut butter is denser. It's going to feel heavier. And I was like, it took me a minute to go, oh, wait, yeah, okay. So you are going to have the density, and it's going to have a really, like, you feel that dense feeling. Lobster claw closure there on this one. And right there next to that, again, you see your P950. That little stamp means platinum 950. 950 platinum. Slip this onto the neckline. Now this is going to be the most distinguished, easy to see platinum chain of our lineup today. A rope. It is substantial in size, substantial in gram weight, and it's durable as well. One thing also that I feel like we have to mention when we talk about platinum is you never lose platinum. You never lose gram weight. You don't chip and lose platinum. Platinum simply moves. The formation might adjust a little bit. I always talk about our host, Matt Wegson. He has a platinum wedding band, and him and his wife, Tatiana, they got married in Mexico. Before they even came home from their wedding, Matt had already nicked his wedding band. He was like, it's fine. I didn't lose any platinum. The platinum just kind of moved around within that wedding band. So when you wear platinum, you know, you're never losing any platinum. You're not getting a chunk out of that and actually losing your platinum. It's simply shifting. It's a little shapeshifter there with your platinum. Highest gram weight, really nice length, 20 inches. I believe John said he could do a 20-inch chain. Chris can do a 20-inch chain. So a lot of guys out there can wear a 20-inch chain. It just depends. Last night, Deanna was saying her husband prefers a 22-inch chain. So it depends on the gentleman, on what's comfortable on their neckline. Obviously, most gentlemen have a larger, thicker neck than a lot of us ladies do. And so no worries. What is comfortable to you? If we have any gentlemen tuning in, what do y'all look for lengthwise when you're looking at chains? Do you go for the 20, the 22, maybe even go longer for a 24, 26? Last night we did have a 26-inch rope chain, and there were a lot of gentlemen coming in on that. That tends to be a length that's going to sit a little bit longer. If you are planning on wearing it on the exterior of your clothing, that's a nice way to go as well. Now with this one, price point, we're starting at $1,800. Of course, that coupon is going to go a long way. The higher the price, the farther that coupon is going to go, bringing you down to $1,350. And then we've got 5 budget payments. So your price is going to be $270 to get it home. $270 to get home your platinum rope chain. And I'm just loving the look of that, right? The reason I wore this black is because platinum shines so beautifully on black gold as well, but platinum, my goodness, that high polish finish, that mirror-like finish is so striking and so noticeable, especially with darker color tones. So on top of black, with like a maroon or burgundy, the platinum is really, really going to shine vibrant and bright with those darker undertones and colors. So there's your platinum rope chain. Great for the ladies, great for the gentlemen alike. This is a classic. If I were to point you towards any of our platinum pieces from the show, and remember, this is the final platinum piece that we have in our lineup. If I were to point you towards any of our platinum pieces today, this is what I point you towards. Because it's standalone, okay? You don't need a pendant. Now, if you had a pendant with a large veil, sure, you could put this together, but you don't need a pendant. Not at all. You don't need a pendant. It's a standalone piece, and it's an everyday wear piece, a rope chain, right? We sell a ton of rope chains in gold here at Shop LC, and a rope chain is one of those items that you will wear every single day. Anytime I'm selling rope chains, I say, when you get your rope chain, it kind of becomes synonymous with you, right? You walk into a room and it's like, oh yeah, Lauren, of course she's wearing her rope chain. It's the chain she wears every day. You just kind of start to live in that chain. It becomes your essential, kind of your go-to piece that you wear over and over again. I feel like a rope chain is just, it's that perfect go-to piece. It's a style that will never go out of style. It's a style that's always going to look amazing on the neckline. It's a style that transcends, your own personal fashion look. It's a style that transcends age, right? Like I could wear a rope chain. My mom could wear a rope chain. My grandmother could wear a rope chain. Rope chains are for everyone. And so if you're looking for something that's going to be, a timeless piece, it's going to mix and match with every outfit, it's going to be wearable for every occasion, a platinum rope chain is a really smart way to go. All right, $1,800, $270 on your budget pay, friends. We are getting you home 8.4 grams of platinum, and you feel it. I'm telling you, you feel the difference with this platinum. You feel the heaviness on this chain. I'm going to take this off and show you one more time kind of the look of that chain up close. You can see, like I mentioned, I would say this is about a 1 millimeter rope. Look at that. There's just so much beauty to the polish of platinum and that mirrored-like look. Gorgeous. All right, you guys, that one will be shop 4, and that is a lobster claw closure on the back, 20 inches, no adjustability on that one. Now we are about to move into gold. This is going to be the second portion here of our show. Gold, gold, gold. We've got an hour of glorious gold. And these are going to be some really beautiful pieces that we start with. Very similar, if y'all are familiar with our Mirage collection. These first three pieces remind me so much of our Mirage collection because they're going to have what we call a little bit of negative space. I guess we're going to call that positive space. It really just means there's space between the gold. So the gold has been so intricately done. The pattern has been so finely done. They actually have a little bit of space where the light is shining through, the air is moving through. And so it allows for very detailed intricacies on these pieces. And my goodness, these are gorgeous. So if y'all remember the Mirage collection, it was a huge collection. We had pendants. Deanna last night was wearing her Mirage collection cross. We had rings, all different kinds of pieces. And they shared this positive space. That's what I'm going to call it. Now, pricing on these, whoa, I am completely mind blown. Now, something to take note of is these are going to be pieces that are very ornate and very detailed. You're not necessarily looking at the highest gram weights, right? Because we are looking at that open space, that open air. That's going to allow for a little bit less gram weight while still having incredible intricacy in style and detailing. So if you're looking for gold on a really great budget price, these are going to be nice pieces for you because we are getting a little bit less gram weight because of that open space, that open air. It's like open air dining, right? I love eating outside. Let's take a vote. Who prefers to sit on the patio if there's the option or inside? Let me know in the comments. I am a patio person always. Even like in the heat of the summer, I would still love to sit on a patio. I always loved like open air dining. I think it's mostly hotels that say that open air dining space. Take a peek at this behind me, and I want you to notice what I mean by that open air. So it's almost a little hard to tell because you could think that this is just textured, like a solid formation there on those petals, but these are actually streaks of gold with open air between. This will be solid in the middle. You got these really beautiful dots moving around the edges. Reminds me very much of like high fashion jewelry with the dotting moving on the outer edges of the petal. And then you have that open air continuing down the sides of your band. So again, we're flipping that over. We typically would call that negative space. We're calling that open positive space today in between your gold. Size range in this, we're going to have 6, 8, 9, and 10. So 4 size ranges, 4 size options available if you'd like to get this home. 1.6 grams of gold. Now you might be looking at that. You might be looking at the open space going, Lauren, I'm a little bit nervous. Is this going to break? Is it going to bend? Am I going to lose a petal with that open space? Take a peek first at the intricacies. Isn't this absolutely stunning? Are those little thoughts starting to seep in where you're like, oh no, I love it, but is it too delicate? Is it going to break on me? Guess what, you guys? We have designed this perfectly because you are not looking at, let's say, 22 karat gold, which, yeah, then this would be a very delicate piece. This would be a piece that actually might become quite difficult to wear because of the delicacy. But this is done in 10 karat yellow gold. So that means you're going to have a lot of strength, okay? A lot of strength. We're going to use the pie analogy again. Imagine you have this big pie, okay? And we cut it into 24 pieces. When we're looking at 10 karat gold, 14 of those pieces are going to be metal alloys. That's what provides strength. 10 of those pieces will be gold. So you have a bit more metal alloy to gold ratio. That means you're going to have a really strong, durable piece. So anytime you see something like this, right, that has any kind of open space, you're going to want to look at either 10 or 14 karat gold minimum. Don't go to a jewelry store and let them talk you into, a piece like this that might be an 18 karat gold, because it is going to be so malleable that I would really, really worry that your piece could break on you. Take that in, take in that beauty. We've got multiple pieces in this little collection, though. This is your blooming floral ring. Six, 8, 9, and 10 available. Now, looking at those, we have 1 in size 8, we have 7 in size 10, and we have 5 in size 6 and 5 in size 9. So these are very, very limited. So if you are interested in this ring and we do have your size, don't wait. That size 8, oh my goodness, that will likely be sold by the end of this show because the quantities are so limited. So just because we're not actually in clearance mode where we have, all sales final, etc., doesn't mean that we aren't in limited quantity mode where you have very limited options here on the quantities and the sizes as well. Okay, so this one we are looking at a start price of $399, $400 right there. We're instantly just going to take it down to $300, 5 budget payments. That brings us to $60 to get this home. Wear it, enjoy it, try it on, and you're going to get that home for $60 on your budget pay. Absolutely incredible pricing on such an intricate and detailed ring. All right, friends, that one will be shop 5. Shop 5 for our first gold piece.
Hey, Lauren.
Yes.
Have you tried the pretzel buns at Chick-fil-A?
No. Have you?
No, I was thinking about trying it this time.
I haven't tried it, but Chase has tried it and he really liked it. I think he actually got it a second time.
Okay.
So if someone orders something twice, I think that normally means they like it. Yeah. Or they're just really weird. Just kidding. But yeah, I think it's pretty good, but very filling and very dense. Like super dense to bite into. So depends on how hungry you are.
That's right.
Was the pimento sandwich on the pretzel bun?
I think so.
Then maybe I have tried it because I feel like I tried the pimento. I know I tried the pimento sandwich like 2 years ago when it first came out. So if that's on the pretzel bun, I might have tried it and I kind of forgot until this very minute. Okay. DJ's got me thinking about Chick-fil-A now. We have entered officially into the second hour of our show. So I'm going to give y'all the lay of the land. We don't have as many items as we normally do today. So I'm going to spend some time kind of talking about things with you guys so that we don't run out of things within our next hour. So welcome if you are tuning in within the second hour. My name is Lauren Masters. I am one of your hosts here at Shop LC. And we've got the amazing DJ behind the scenes. He's the one I'm talking about Chick-fil-A with. Like the best fast food other than P. Terry's. P. Terry's is number 1 in my book. And then it's Chick-fil-A. It used to be Chick-fil-A, but P. Terry's is still in my heart. That is DJ.
With that.
With P. Terry's?
No, Chick-fil-A.
Why?
I gained weight.
Eating Chick-fil-A. I know. Well,
DJ's over here smiling. He's like, I saw it in real time.
Because you feel like it's very healthy. And you feel like you could eat it without worrying about it, but yeah.
I guess it's healthier than like Burger King.
Oh, it absolutely is. Like that's why I say I will eat Chick-fil-A. I don't really eat fast food other than P. Terry's and Chick-fil-A because it is healthier, DJ. There's more options. Like there's salads, there's grilled chicken. I'm sorry, I know Burger King has salads. I'm not eating their salads.
They're not good.
Yeah, like I'm not eating a salad at Burger King. But I will eat a salad at Chick-fil-A and they're really good. So I feel like you have more healthy options and alternatives. They have the fruit cup. They have the kale crunch. They've got so many different things. So I think it's the healthiest of the fast food options for sure. And their tortilla soup is back, you guys. It's officially back. Oh my goodness. Their tortilla soup is amazing. I will crave it during the summer months. They only have it through like mid-October until February. It is so good. It's the best tortilla soup. It's like really thick, super yummy. Oh my goodness. Like it's not brothy. Y'all know how some tortilla soup is very brothy, like tomato brothy. It's like a creamy broth. It is so yummy. I have to get that soon at Chick-fil-A. Okay, so my name is Lauren Masters. Welcome. DJ behind the scenes. He's making all the tech happen because if DJ wasn't here, there would be no live stream because I'm not tech savvy. It's kind of funny because my grandparents always want me to help them with their phones and this and that. And I'm like, y'all don't realize I don't even know how to do half of these things. Like I am not tech savvy. So thank goodness for DJ for keeping the show going because if not, we'd just have a system malfunction before we even started. So thank you, DJ, for keeping it going. Now, it's super easy to shop with us. You're going to use the comment feature. So if you love this next piece, for example, you'll comment shop 6. You see that right there at the top of your screen on most of the platforms that you would be viewing from. And what that does is once you comment shop 6, it triggers a link to your inbox for that item. So from there, you're going to click on the item in your inbox. It's going to take you to our website. That is where, let's say it's the ring. You're going to pick your size. You're going to, if it was a gemstone, you pick your gemstone color. And then you go to you add it to your cart. And this is very important, you guys. I feel like sometimes people think that the pricing, the live stream pricing is already applied. No, that is an additional discount. So you have to put in, when you go to your cart to check out, you have to put in live 25, LIVE 25. You manually put that in. We want you to get the best savings. We want you to get your live stream discount. So don't forget to put that in. I hate for you to miss out on extra savings. So do it. Also, you're going to get complimentary shipping on all orders, $49.99 or more. I believe that is everything in our show today. We're giving you glorious gold for the next hour right here on the live stream. Free shipping, coupon code, and my favorite thing, budget pay. When I say those budget pay payment options at the end, that is what you would pay if you choose to opt into budget pay. This is not a ShopLC credit card. We are also not tossing you out to a third party. I know oftentimes websites, I'll be on there, I'm going to check out, and it's like, oh, would you like to pay in installments with such and such? And you click on it, it takes you to a whole nother website where you have to fill out a credit check, all of that. No. You're not doing that. This is not a ShopLC credit card. We're not going to do a credit check. These are portioned out payments, no interest, no setup fee, no penalties, nothing. So you don't pay a penny more by utilizing budget pay. You're just going to keep a little extra money on hand. And why would you not want to do that? Who wouldn't want to do that, right? Okay, so we are getting into the floral pendant. Now, I've been talking to you guys about the designs. This is your blooming flower pendant. So same design, right? You're getting that open air, positive space on your pendant. Now, the pendant is very nice in size. That's a large, substantial pendant. Let me grab my ruler here and show y'all what we are looking at. Okay, bail to base, we're looking at 1 inch. And I'm including that bail because the bail actually has incorporated that open space into the design of the bail. The flower itself, we are looking at top to bottom, the top of the petal to the bottom of the petal, 3/4 of an inch. And y'all, this has such a beautiful design to it. But something before I get into design is this is actually coming with the chain included. So you're getting the 20-inch chain included. This is a beautiful cylinder style chain. It matches so beautifully with the pendant. Kind of the texture of that chain goes really, really nicely with your pendant. 20 inches with a lobster claw closure. And again, this is where you're going to look on the back. You'll see 10K. Okay, it's going to say 10K. It'll be stamped. Every item should be stamped. Remember, be a savvy shopper. We use these shows. I'm using these little learning lessons for you guys as well. I know I had a lot to learn about the world of jewelry when I came here, and so I always love sharing the knowledge that I've learned along the way. So let's take a peek at your pendant. It's absolutely stunning, right? So the inner portion, the bud of this flower, these all have a beautiful mirrored finish, as well as these edges, right? You'll see where the outline, we've outlined the petals of the flower, both levels. Those have a beautiful mirrored finish. Now, right here on the interior of that flower, this is going to have what we call like a sandblast finish. So it almost looks like a sandpaper texture in your gold. Absolutely gorgeous. And we're kind of putting contrasting finishes together. So you've got super high polish, and then you've got the sandblasted finish. So you've got kind of this gritty finish next to this high polish, and that contrast. It's going to create a really unique look on the neckline. Then we get into the outer petals. This is where we will work in the open space, the positive space between those strips of gold. And that's going to allow light to move through your pendant. It's going to allow you to get a really big look for a lesser price point because we're not talking about as much gram weight, but you're getting a really big look. So if you like a big look, but you can't necessarily afford a high gram weight, this is a great way to go. And then look at your bail. Your bail continues up with essentially kind of that mirage styling, right? If you're familiar with the mirage style. I had to take a little breath. My dentist actually informed me when I went in for my pre-surgery appointment, and they did like a full mouth scaling and cleaning, and she said, I've realized you are a mouth breather. And I didn't know I was a mouth breather. Occasionally, depending on if I'm like really tired, I'll wake up with a little bit of a dry throat. And I think that's from sleeping with my mouth slightly open when I'm really sleepy. But it was interesting because I had the nitrous, like the laughing gas, and I wasn't really taking any in because I was breathing through my mouth. And so I had the nitrous on for a good 15 minutes and nothing was really happening. And she said, well, make sure you're breathing through your nose, because that's kind of the key to getting the nitrous to work, is making sure you're breathing through your nose. And I'm over here like, oh, okay, maybe that's why there's no effect on me, is I'm apparently a mouth breather. And so she had suggested actually utilizing the mouth tape. And I didn't really think about, like, well, is it a big deal to be a mouth breather versus a nose breather? And what she had mentioned is we are designed to be nose breathers. All of the little tiny hair follicles within our nose, that is the protection from bacteria. So when you're breathing in, when you are a nose breather, you're actually going to get less of that bacteria ingested into your body that you might breathe in. Less debris, anything like that. Where if you're a mouth breather, it's more opportunity for that to get into the body. So I thought, man, I really need to get on top of that and actually get that mouth tape and try to become a nose breather. And I was like, how do you become a mouth breather? And she actually said a lot of people who have braces or a retainer, which I did, and I do. I still wear a retainer every single night. I had braces. I had a permanent retainer. I have a in and out retainer now. A lot of people, for some reason, who have braces or a retainer will become mouth breathers. And I don't know why, but they do. And so that kind of has kicked me into mouth breathing. And I found that when I am mouth breathing on like the live streams or even on air, I lose my breath quicker. So I'm trying to train myself even in the live streams to breathe more through my nose so that I'm not losing my breath as quickly, because I realize I become very winded. And I think that's also just part of it, because it's one person talking for 2 hours straight. You're going to become a little bit winded, right? You've got to take a minute to breathe. But I'm working on that. I'm working on that nose breathing. And becoming less of a mouth breather. I haven't gotten the mouth tape yet. I need to do it because I think it will be a game changer. And actually, it's supposed to help you sleep as well, because when you mouth breathe, it disrupts your sleep. DJ, do you think you're a nose breather or a mouth breather?
I'm fairly certain I'm a nose breather.
Okay, that's good. Good, DJ. You don't have to retrain yourself.
Neat.
I didn't realize how important it was. I was just like, okay. I'd seen so many people doing the mouth tape, like on social media, and I thought, this seems a little bit over the top. Like, why does it matter? Why are you doing all of this? And then when she explained about like the bacteria, I was like, oh yeah, actually that makes sense.
Whenever you were explaining it, made me think of that in the meme that everyone would do about that one guy. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
This meme of just like one really jacked dude who like would show like his daily routine and stuff like that. It was just a wacky meme that was making fun of. So when you said that, I thought of that.
Oh, did he mouth tape?
Yeah, he used mouth tape.
Okay, there we go. I was like, wait, what? Okay, yeah, I guess I get it. I need to start doing it. Anyone out there, have y'all tried mouth taping? Have y'all experienced mouth tape? I'm really curious as to who might utilize mouth tape, because I've been wanting to do it ever since she said that. And I'm probably going to wait until after I go through this procedure, because I don't want to change up my routine when I'm about to already have my whole world turned upside down. I was looking at the list of foods I can eat for the first 14 days, and I was like, oh, okay. Broth, juice, pudding, yogurt. Actually, the first 3 days, it's literally just juice and broth. Then after that, I can incorporate yogurt, mashed potatoes, mashed vegetables. Yeah, that's going to be yummy. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It could always be worse, right? I could not be able to eat it all. So that's a blessing. That's not good. Papa is a mouth breather. Yeah. I don't know when I became a mouth breather, but I'm definitely going to try to fix that with the mouth tape and retrain myself. We can always retrain our bodies. Our bodies are so incredible. Their resilience and their ability to be retrained. Let me get to the pricing real quick on this pendant. I know DJ's like, come on, girlfriend, we got to go. So 20 inches on your chain. I'll slip this on real quick. 3.1 grams of gold, and it's going to sit at 20 inches, as I mentioned. Oh, wow. Y'all, look at that on the neckline. Isn't that so stunning? And it's so feminine. I love that. It's delicate, yet it's not tiny, right? There are pieces that are delicate that are more petite. This is a delicate piece that is bold. So it's a bold yet delicate piece. I love, love, love that. Wow, this is beautiful, you guys. And again, it's like because the light shines through that with that open space, it really sparkles on the neckline. There's a really, really beautiful twinkle to this piece. And that chain, y'all, look at the chain. Look at the sparkle power of the chain. It's flat to the neckline, but again, it has that mesh-like texture. So it's not a cylinder. It's not 3D necessarily. Well, of course it's 3D, but it's not a cylinder, but it has a mesh, which I really, really love. I love that mesh texture. Gorgeous. All right, you guys. Price point starting at $800. We're going to bring you down to $600 with a budget pay of, what would that be? $120. Yeah, $120 on your budget pay. Pendant and chain included, you guys. Full look. Ready to wear. Ready to gift. That'd be a really nice gift. So not necessarily saying you got to gift this to someone, but it is ready to wear. Take it out of the box. Put it on the neckline. Bippity, boppity, boom. You're good. You're good to go. All right, friends. That one will be shop 6. Now we are going to get into the final piece kind of in this little collection. We have the blooming flower ring, the blooming flower pendant, and now we are going to the blooming flower earrings. I also can't brush that portion of my mouth for 14 days. I can brush the rest of my mouth, but I can't brush that portion of my mouth. I'll have a little bit of a disinfectant, mouthwash, and then a little like gel that I can dip and place on those teeth to get rid of bacteria. Y'all, I was reading these instructions like, oh brother, this is going to be way more extensive than I anticipated. And I'm off of this job, but I do have a Toyota gig during my recovery period. Luckily, that's not nearly as much speaking. It's just looking presentable and speaking here and there. So that will be a bit easier for me. Yeah, I'll definitely do a grocery store run on Sunday so that I have everything I need for at least a few days to a week. And then they called in my medicines today. I won't be able to go pick those up. I'll pick them up on Sunday or Monday also. So I will have everything ready. I'm prepared to go before I go in. I'll have to pick those up because I take a medication the night before and the morning of. So I'll have everything ready to rock and roll. Okay, you guys. So we have the blooming earrings in 10 karat yellow gold. These are gorgeous, you guys. Now, I mentioned the 10 karat gold quite a bit on the ring. I forgot to mention that the pendant and the chain are in 10 karat yellow gold as well. And that's really, really important. And I mentioned that because with these pieces, remember, we're talking about pieces that have open air space. So with open air space, you want something that's going to be very strong and very durable. Your earrings, 1.4 grams in total. That means you're going to have about 70.7 grams of gold on each ear. But the size of these is perfect. They really fill in the entire space there on the earlobe. Not too big. They're not hanging off. Of course, all of our earlobes are different. But they're also very comfortable on. They sit flat to the ear. They don't pinch. They don't poke. They don't prod. They're very, very comfortable on the ear. 10 karat yellow gold. This is the final piece in that trifecta of our blooming flower pieces. And if you look here, compared to your pendant, it's more like the outer row of that flower, right? These are more tiny. They're more petite. So we couldn't have, necessarily 2 layers of flowers. But this is going to match the outer layer of the flower that we had on the pendant. And then it will also match up with actually pretty much both layers on your ring are going to be very similar to what you're seeing on the earrings. So we do a 5-star rating on these earrings. It's the first rating we've had in this Blooming Flower collection. DJ, can we take a quick peek at that and see what people are saying about this collection? Thank you, DJ. Mary L. wrote, these earrings are so gorgeous. These earrings are so gorgeous and beautifully made. I thank the buyers for buying them and finding them in yellow gold. I like these earrings, and so will you. I agree with Mary. I have a feeling you will like these earrings. I have a really good feeling about that, actually. Fairly confident you're gonna be a fan of your Blooming Flower earrings. And a side note, there is a bundle and save option on the website. So if you wanted to get all 3 pieces, the earrings, the pendant chain, and the ring, okay, so say you were to get all 3 items. Okay, so it's going to be up $15.80 for all 3. However, there's a bundle and save option if you get all 3 that takes 15% off. That would bring you down to $13.43. Now write that number down, $13.43, because sometimes, and not all the times, but sometimes there's a little glitch in the system, a little loophole, right? We like to jump through loopholes. There's a little loophole where you're able to stack your coupon code on top of your bundle and save. So let's say we did that. You would be looking at $1,007 for all 3 pieces for the entire collection of the Blooming Flower pieces. So that is something to keep in mind. Also, y'all, call the personal shoppers. Tell them what you'd like to do. Hey, I want to do the bundle and save. I see I get an extra 15% off. Can you apply the live stream coupon code? Ask them. I am all about it, you guys, of ask for permission, not forgiveness. Why not ask, right? There's the personal shopper number, 888-835-2237. Okay, so call the personal shoppers. Let them know what you're trying to do. They are here for you. They are here for you. So they're going to take care of everything you need. And I just encourage you, call them. It's really great to call them. And see what they can do for you, because a lot of times they're willing to help. Now let's measure these earrings. You are looking at half an inch on your earrings. Look at that balancing act I have going on with that ruler. Wow. Just when I think my skills can't get any more, I balance a ruler with one hand. Actually, I'm using, it is one hand, 2 fingers. I'm a goofball, y'all. I have not had my caffeine. I've barely had a few sips of this coffee. So yeah, it's one of those days. I have a feeling I'm going to be pretty hilarious on this flight this afternoon. All right. That's right. Miss Pat Perkins said, can't take pain pill on with what little you're eating. Don't stress about it. God's got you. That is true. All hail King Jesus. He will take care of us. Trust, trust, trust. Believe me, people have gone through much worse. So I'm having faith that I'll be fine. I'm having faith I'll have quick recovery. I know I have a really good dentist, you guys. He gave his cell phone number for if you need to reach him. So he even said in the letter, call me or text me even if it's in the middle of the night. You need to sleep to heal. And so if you need to call at any time in the night, call or text. Here's my cell phone number. So I feel like that right there says, yeah, he's a really good dentist, okay? Because most dentists aren't giving you their cell phone number and literally writing, if you need to, call me in the middle of the night. So I was like, wow, I really love the dentist I went with. I feel really, really comfortable with him. The fact that he gave his cell phone and did right. Call in the middle of the night. You need to sleep. That's how your mouth heals, is you sleeping. So if you're in pain or if you're having anxiety or stress, you need to call. All right. Price point is starting on this is $380. We're going to take you down to $285, you guys. Under $300, $285. 5 budget payments brings you to $57 on your budget pay. God, I was about to sneeze again. $57 on your budget pay. What a deal, you guys. I am so in love with this collection and with all of these pieces. Wow, wow, wow. Yes, Miss Terry, excellent dentist. That really shows a doctor dentist character, right? He's actually a periodontist oral surgeon combo, but I keep calling him a dentist. But you can, I did find out from the hygienist, you can continue going there for your cleanings, which I really love to hear because I felt very comfortable there for my cleaning as well. All right, you guys, next up, we have the item that I'm just going to say, I know why we have 150 in stock. I do. It's a septum nose ring, and y'all, it's half a gram of gold. It is 10 karat yellow gold. Maybe you just get this for the gram weight to collect gold. You even have your little stamp right there on that. But just based on our crowd here at Shop LC, based on our customers, I can see why maybe these aren't flying out the door. But there's alternate ways to wear this. Now, I'm obviously not going to put this on my nose. That would be unsanitary, but you could wear this as an ear cuff. So you could actually put this onto your ear up here by your cartilage. If you're like me and you're like, yeah, I'm never getting my cartilage pierced, I can't do another piercing. That looks really cute. It's a way to kind of dress up the ear, right? It's just that added accessory. And I love, seeing my friends with their cartilage pierced, but it's not for me. Literally. I remember being on a girls' trip in 2018. All of my friends got right here pierced. I got a cross tattoo on my finger, okay? The piercing probably would have went over better with my family because I didn't tell them. I just posted on an Instagram stories, and suddenly I got an influx of calls from my mom and grandmother who were watching these stories in real time going, what on earth is she doing? The piercing probably would have went over better. But for me, I can take a tattoo. I cannot handle a piercing. So to each their own. But I love this because it can give me the look of having my cartilage pierced without actually having to do the piercing. So you just slip that on. You can give it a little squeeze to tighten it into place. And it's a really fun look on the ear. Now, if you want to use it as a nose ring, you can absolutely do that as well. That is up to you. But like I said, I'm not going to model it in my nose because I don't know where this has been. It's a sample. I don't know if it's been in other noses here at Shop LC, and I think I'm going to leave that. Amazing price point on this today, though. So like I said, if you want to just get it for the gold gram weight, do it. Go for it. This is going to be half a gram of gold, 10 karat yellow gold. Start price is $110. We're going to bring you down to $82.50. $82.50. 4 budget payments on that bring you down to, wow, under $20, you guys, to get home a genuine 10 karat gold. $16.50 to get home this earring, nose ring, however you want to use it. I actually would be very curious, DJ, to see the reviews. Curious to see if people are wearing this for a nose ring. Okay, it looks like maybe they have. Wow, okay. Barbara said, love it. Looks great. Yvonne, ask and receive. I've been asking for a gold nose ring and no studs. Shop LC delivered. So there you go. I love Miss Yvonne. She's come to our Gym Fest. She's a sweet, sweet, sweet lady. She actually lives up in, I want to say it's Hearst in DFW. So it was sweet to meet her. But hey, some of y'all are wearing this as a nose ring. More power to you. Like I said, I would model it, but just sanitary, don't think so. So you're paying under $100. You have under $20 for your budget pay on this piece. It's a 5-star rated piece. So if you have been looking for something to give you that look of a nose ring or even a little cartilage piercing, this is perfect. And it's done in gold. So it's not going to tarnish, not going to turn, not going to infect you or, I don't know, get your skin all green and wacky. I don't know what Miss Pepper is talking about. She said there's going to be trouble in paradise. I don't know where that came from or what you're talking about. Trouble in paradise. All right, this one will be shop 8, you guys.
You get that nose piercing.
Oh, maybe that's it. I'm like, what are you talking about? Trouble in paradise. There we go. John was understanding it better than I was. I'm like, what? Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, continuing on. I'm glad John could decipher that because I was like, where does that come from? Oh yes, there was definitely quite an uproar over this teeny tiny cross, you guys.
I just learned about that during TikTok last week, so.
See, he never even noticed it. That's how small it is. So it's well placed.
And only because you told me.
Yeah, it's well placed where people don't really see it. I just see it. So it's for me. Okay, you guys, I love this chain. This is a serpent chain. If y'all have not felt or owned a serpent chain, ooh, get ready for something so nice, so luxe. A serpent chain is essentially like a cylinder. Okay, so it is like a cylinder. It is so smooth, like a serpent, right? Smooth like a serpent. It doesn't get tangled. Bam. And if it does, you just shake it out. But let me do that again, show you.
Shake it out or shake it off?
Shake it out, shake it out, shake, shake. I'm shaking it up first to get it tangled. And now, look at that. Just kind of shake it right out and it detangles, which you don't see that in chains. Y'all, I got a lot of chains sitting in my jewelry box that are tangled, but I'm like, Mom, when she's over, I'm like, Mom, can you untangle this chain? Because I'm really bad at untangling chains. People have like a knack for that. I am not good at untangling chains, but you don't have to worry about that with a serpent chain. They will not get tangled up. 20 inches on the neckline. Now, y'all, this is actually 22 karat yellow gold, and you see that. You see the richness. You see the buttery color tone. It's so distinguishable. And that's the thing with 22 karat gold is it just is. It's distinguishable. You know when you see 22 or 24 karat gold based on the richness, based on the glow, right? Y'all see how it's kind of glowing off of my skin? That is because it is 22 karat yellow gold. And you're actually getting a really great gram weight combined with that. You're getting 4.16 grams of gold. Now, something to think about here, you guys, is when we get into gold, we're talking about gram weight, and then we talk about, 10, 14, 18, 22 karat gold. So when you're getting into the higher purities, right? So we're getting into 22 karat gold. That's going to be only 2 pieces of that pie are metal alloys. 22 pieces of the pie are gold. So 2 things to say about that. One, it's going to be a little bit more malleable. So I wouldn't necessarily steer you towards 22 karat gold for a ring or for a bracelet, but 22 karat gold for a chain, absolutely. It's on your neckline. It's not coming in contact with every surface. You're not opening doors, taking the dog out, doing all the different things, washing the dishes with a 22 karat gold ring on. It's on the neckline, so it's a little more protected. So don't worry about the malleability. But that also means we're getting more purity, so the price is going to rise, especially when we're getting increased gram weight. So you might be going, wait, but Lauren, this is half the gram weight of some of the other pieces we saw, but yet it costs more. Well, it's half the gram weight, but it's more pure. So you're getting more purity of gold, maybe a little less gram weight, but you're getting a pure form of gold. So those are the 2 things to consider when shopping gold. It's not all about gram weight. You're also looking at the gold purity. And honestly, gold purity, I think, is kind of a personal preference too about the color that you like, right? Do you like the rich, buttery look of a 22 or 24? Or do you like the lighter look of a 10 or 14? For me, I go 10 or 14 always just for durability's sake. Because I know myself, 2 18 karat gold chains, broken. So I know myself. I need something very, very durable.
She's hard on them chains,
y'all. I am. So that's me, but you know yourself. You know what kind of jewelry you wear. And here's the thing about Shop LCs, we have something for everybody. If you need 10 or 14 because of the durability, we've got it. If you want the rich butteriness of 22, we've got it. We have the gold for everyone. You get this on the neckline. You do have a lobster claw closure. Hold on. Flip that around to the front. 4.16 grams of gold. Let's see here. Ooh, man, you guys, I am in love. Look at that color. I wish I could wear 22 karat gold. I just feel like I would. I'm not the Hulk. That's the thing, but I still have a feeling I would end up with this broken because I don't know. I don't know how or why I'm like that. All right, you guys, look at that though. It's almost like, how platinum is you can spot it from across the room. That's 22 or 24 karat gold. You can spot this from a mile away because of the buttery richness and the color. It glows. It really does. It glows on the neckline. Price point on this, we are starting at $18.70. Applying the coupon code, that brings us to $14.02 at $18.70, bringing us down to $14.02 with 5 budget payments. So that would be $280 on your budget pay for 22 karat gold, the purest of the pure. Miss Peppers wrote, the 22 karat ring you bought 2 years ago would be very valuable in today's market. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I returned it because, it didn't last for me, but it would be very valuable actually because of the purity of that gold. And actually even the 18-inch chains I have that aren't intact, I've thought about taking them to one of those We Buy Gold places because they're no longer within like a repair or return policy, but I could easily take them to one of those We Buy Gold. And I wonder, I probably would at least get my money's worth back. So I've had that on the mind. All right, you guys, we do have a 5-star rating on this one. Let's take a peek at that review real quick, DJ, and then we will continue on. Remember, it's a $280 budget pay. We only have a few items left, so I'm not trying to drag things out, but I'm trying to drag things out. Daniel P. wrote 16 grams of 22 karat gold. Okay, he did math. So I don't know, you guys. He did a math equation. He gave a 5-star review, but he gave a math equation. So I'm going to let y'all look at that. I think he's trying to say this is a great deal for gold, but my math ain't mathin' because I didn't get enough sleep. So y'all go check that out. Comment shop 9. Go to the reviews and check out his comment, and I'll let you decipher the math and see for yourself. But this will be shop 9. Now shop 10. This is going to be an 18 karat gold bar. I'm actually going to slip this onto your 22 karat gold chain. All right, let me get this back on the neck, y'all. I'm struggling. 18 karat is part of our Ileana collection. So anytime you see the words Ileana, you will know you are looking at a piece done in 18 karat gold. Now, this is going to be a gold bar. So remember, we had that platinum bar. I love our bar style jewelry. I feel like it looks very expensive because it does just represent treasure, right? It represents treasure. When I think of gold, when I think of treasure, I think of this show, Outer Banks. I don't know if y'all have seen that, where they're literally like modern day treasure hunters. And they actually end up in a cave where they find physical gold bars, like tons and tons of gold bars. Well, there's a lot more that leads up to it, and it continues on even after they find the gold. So it takes a while to get there, all right? Y'all know they're going to find the treasure. But this is what I think of. I mean, they're gold bars, just like this. Remember how I showed y'all that photo earlier? That photo. My gorgeous artwork, that drawing of how you see the 3-dimensional gold bar. It's not flat. You see the 3-dimensional essence. The sides are slanted downward. That's what you get on this one. The sides are slanted downward. It's completely high polished. So you've got a really gorgeous mirrored-like finish. But then you have etchings. Okay, so the one we have here, this is going to be the dragon etching. And you see that it's inscribed from top to bottom with that dragon. What are the other 2 options we have, DJ, for the etchings on these? Okay, we've got the rose and flower, and we have the dragon, and we have the dragon. So you've got 2 options that are going to be the dragon. So that means, hey, we're going to have a little more quantity in the dragon. Because right now it's only showing 8, but it looks like there might be 2 options that are duplicated, so you could get the dragon again. And then you've got the rose and flower. Now, this is going to be electroform. So remember I mentioned that with the, I'm trying to find where our little hole would be. I think it's right up there next to where the bail is attached. Remember I mentioned with the platinum, it's essentially electroform style, so you'll see a little hole. And what that means is they used a wax mold. Then they coated it with the gold. They have a teeny tiny hole that they then melt the wax out of, and that creates a hollow space within that pendant. So it's a really great way to get a bigger look for less cost, right? LC, shop low cost. That's what the LC stands for in Shop LC. So if you're looking for the look of a more expensive pendant, of a larger pendant, this is going to be a great way to go with your electro form. Now this is an 18 karat gold, so you're in that midpoint, right? We've got 10 and 14. That is your sturdy, strong gold. We've got 22 and 24. That is your delicate, dainty, wear it on the neckline, be gentle. 18 karat's going to be right in the middle. It has a little bit of that durability, but it's like 75% pure gold. So you are getting into something slightly softer, but like I'm not able to bend this in half or anything crazy like that. Okay. So price point on this one, 18 karat gold, 1.47 grams. This will be a standalone pendant. So chain is not included. That's okay. I always tell people when we have these standalone pendants, don't get caught up in it and be like, oh, it doesn't come with a chain. Like, will I wear it? If you've been shopping with us for a while, I have a feeling you own an 18 karat gold vermeil chain, right? Have you purchased a pendant that came with a chain? Probably so. So if you own like an 18 karat gold vermeil chain, or you own even a gold chain, it could be a 14, a 10, whatever it might be, slip this right on. One good thing about this, not one, but a bonus about this is it's got a really nice size bail. So this is going to fit a lot of different chains. I actually feel like this would even fit a lot of different rope chains out there because it's a really nice size on your bail. And as I slip this off, I'm going to measure your bar for you. Also to mention, you guys, you can always add a protection plan to your jewelry. It is by Secure Shield, and you can do that when you check out. You can add a 2-year protection plan. It's essentially like an extended warranty for your jewelry. So you'll see here, you could flip this if you wanted to. The front has your dragon. The back has a really pretty texture to it. So if you wanted a little bit more of a flashy design, that's really pretty on the neckline as well. So you've got some versatility. And then you'll see there, look, it's going to be hard to show you guys, but there's your bail size. So it's not a teeny tiny bail. So you could fit some pretty substantial chains in there. And then looking at the size of your bar, that is 0.6 of an inch. Okay, 0.6 of an inch, just over half an inch on your pendant. Now, price point on this one, we are starting at $670. We're going to bring you down to $502. And y'all, your budget pay? $100. $100 budget pay. Woo! Smooth and simple. $100.50 on your budget pay to get home 18 karat gold. And this really is the iconic style pendant in gold. I was saying it with the platinum. Like, this is a pendant that you walk in the room and people are like, oh, okay. She's showing off a little bit. That's okay. When you have a bar like that, it kind of is a status symbol because it's what we think of when we think of precious metal. When we think of treasure, we think of bars. We think of like this heavy duty heftiness when we think of precious metal. And so it's a really great way to wear precious metal. It's a really beautiful representation of what precious metal is, right? Okay, that will be shop 10 on your gold bar, 18 karat gold bar. If you're interested in gold bars, we have a lot of options on the website. And if you're just tuning in for the second hour, I do want to show you real quick our platinum bar because you can go back and purchase this. It's a little bit larger in size. I love this so much, you guys. This platinum bar, it says platinum down the front. The back has the Chinese symbols for good fortune and wealth. But the front, y'all, the front says platinum, okay? Talk about like wearing your wealth. Yeah, it's platinum. You don't even have to ask. It's platinum. Luxurious right there. All right, shop 10 on the gold bar. This one was shop 3 or shop 2, I believe. It was shop 2 on the platinum bar. If you want to go back and check that out, comment shop 2 and we will send you a link so you can look at that platinum bar for yourself. I have a feeling y'all are going to love that. But here we are speaking my language, and my language is hoop language over here. So we have 10 karat yellow gold hoops. These are called classic hoops for a reason because this is a classic style. Now, the thickness on the hoops is 1/4 inch and the diameter on the hoops is 3/4 of an inch. Hinge backing on these. This is going to be an everyday wear hoop. Now, I prefer, for me, I like bigger hoops. I like a 1-inch hoop, but this is easy to wear if you have little fingers around you. Maybe you have small babies that you have a small baby, you have a granddaughter, you have a daughter, you have a niece, and those little fingers will reach and try to get in that hoop, and next thing you know, whoop. Well, this one is going to be at that 3/4 of an inch, so there's not really as much space for a little baby to pull that right on out of the ear, but they look so nice, right? The thickness on these is just ideal because they really stand out. They're not this like teeny tiny thin hoop. They've got a lot of prominence, which I just love. Though I typically would go for a longer hoop, actually really, I feel like I would get these because of the thickness. Because a lot of times my longer hoops, they're thinner. But this is kind of giving you equal look, just different. It's thicker but shorter. So you're getting the equal look but in a different style. I am loving these. They don't pull down on the earlobe at all. Very comfortable. Like I was saying, I have not been wearing earrings, you guys. Clearance did me in. Putting in 10, 15 pairs of earrings in an hour, my ears were on protest. They're like, no more earrings. Please stop. I have very sensitive ears, very sensitive skin. So this is one of the first times I put an earring in, and these are comfortable. These are comfortable. You are going to wear these over and over and over again. This is just going to be a staple hoop in your collection. 2.38 grams. So you are looking at, let's see here, 1.19 grams per ear. So again, not too overly heavy there. And again, these aren't going to have the density that you would have with platinum. So they're not weighing down heavily on the ear. Part of our Luxoro collection. So that collection will include jewelry that is done in either 10 karat or 14 karat yellow gold. I just love these. I think these are such a staple. And if you don't yet own gold hoops, those are one of the items that I would put on my wish list. I think right now everyone should be getting a pair of gold hoops, a gold chain of their choice, whether it be a rope chain, a Palma, a Cuban, a Singapore, whatever it might be. Get yourself a gold chain, length of your choice, style of your choice, but get a gold chain. Get a pair of gold hoops. If you're not a hoop girl, maybe get a pair of gold studs. Get a gold earring, get a gold chain. Those are two items that right now I'd really suggest, because as we see the price of gold continue to increase, this is a nice little special opportunity to get some of those pieces home. So take advantage of what we're doing here at Shop LC, because we still are doing old gold pricing on beautiful gold pieces. And it's actually funny because we hear a lot of people who will write in and say, I found Shop LC because of gold. Because they're online, they're searching, they're finding ways to buy gold. They're trying to look for the best price gold, and they end up on our website. And then from there, they just become Shop LC-aholics, right? They're like, wait, what? They don't just have gold. They have literally everything. Anything you can imagine, they have it. And so we end up getting a lot of people who come over looking for gold, and then they stick around because we're fabulous here at Shop LC, right? Where else would you want to be? So here are your gold hoops. This is a classic traditional look on a hoop. $540 is your start price. We will bring you down to $405, you guys, $405 for earrings that you will wear 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road. A hoop like this never goes out of style. And it's 10 karat gold, so it's always going to be durable. You're going to wear these and wear these and wear these. And here's the thing, all ages can also wear these. All like fashion type of styles. I'm wearing a blazer today, a little bit more business casual. These look great. I could wear these with jeans and a t-shirt. They'd look great. I could wear these with leggings and a sweatshirt. They'd look great. I actually wish I owned these. I'd be wearing them right now to head to the airport. These are the essential everyday wear hoop. Your start price was $540. We're bringing you to $405. 5 budget payments. That's going to take your budget pay to under $100. You can get these home for $81, you guys. $81 for these gorgeous hoops. All right, y'all, that is Shop 11. Shop 11 for our 10 karat gold hoops. I'm calling these the everyday wear hoop. I think they're perfect for everyday wear. For every person out there. Every person out there, everyday wear. All right, just a few items remain here on our lineup of gold. We got about 10 minutes with you guys to get through some of these gold items. Now, first off, we're going to bring you a classic Luxoro piece. So again, Luxoro, that's going to be in 10 karat yellow gold. This is your curb chain. So the curb chain, you have very minimal space between each link. which I really like. When you look at a curb chain, you're essentially just seeing gold. Another thing I love about a curb chain is it sits completely flat to the skin. So you're really feeling that gold, right? You're feeling that gram weight there on the skin. I'm going to measure the diameter on this one, or the thickness, shall I say. It's just under 1/2 inch, about 0.4 inches on your curb bracelet. Massive lobster claw closure. Look at that. That is so great for a bracelet because, you know, necklaces are easier to put on because we have both hands, right? But ladies know when you're going to put on a bracelet by yourself, it can be a challenge, right? It can be really, really challenging to put on a bracelet on your own. And so having that larger lobster claw, that's a really nice bonus that's going to help you and make it easier to put that bracelet on. Now you are getting 4.10 grams of gold. Look at that. I love this, you guys. So elegant. Now it's a 7¼ inch. We only have one size, and that is 7¼ inches. Gentlemen, if you can wear a 7¼ you could get in on this one. I love that. Looks so, so, so expensive and luxe. Wow. I mean, it's gold. So of course it looks expensive. Of course it looks luxurious. 10 karat yellow gold. Absolutely adore this piece. And you can always layer up your gold. Stack this with your other gold bracelets. You do not have to have the same links either. So you could wear the gold curb link bracelet, and then you could have a rope chain necklace, right? All of your gold matches together. You can mix and match every single piece of gold that you have in your collection. So all those pieces, completely interchangeable. Last night we did quite a few gold pieces in our overnight show, all different. We had a gold beaded necklace that we were wearing with a squared off gold ring. Put that on with a gold curb with a classic hoop. I mean, you can literally wear all of your gold together. Like, gold is so easy to mix and match. I was saying that at the beginning of the show. I'm such a gold fan. And even just packing for this little weekend trip, I mostly packed gold and silver because I can wear it with everything. I can mix and match my pieces. I can wear a silver bangle with a gold hoop. I can wear a gold bracelet with a couple of silver bangles, right? Like, you can mix and match these pieces so easily. And so that's another reason why I encourage you guys, get in on gold pieces, because these are pieces that you'll wear so frequently because you can style them in different ways. You don't want to get yourself kind of put in a box with specific gemstones where it's like, oh, well, that gemstone really only looks good with this. Gold looks good with everything, y'all. I'm all about versatility. I want my money's worth, okay? When I purchase something, I want my money's worth. Price point to start on this is going to be $860. We'll take you down to $645. Ooh, $645, you guys. With 5 budget payments, we're looking at $129 to get this home on budget pay. I would get this one home. If you think that you don't traditionally love a curb, there's a really, really nice elegance to this one. I don't gravitate towards curbs, but this one, it just looks rich, you guys. It looks rich. This is wearable wealth right here in this curb link bracelet. I absolutely love it. $129 on your budget pay. This one will be shop 12. Now we're going to bring you an additional bracelet. And this is actually a Vicenza special. Remember, I was with Encore purchasing these at the Vicenza Aura Gold Show back in September. So this is coming straight from Vicenza. Now, Vicenza is the region of Italy known for gold, okay? There are gold factories galore. And Italians are known for not just their gold. DJ, I don't think we had the necklace. We just had the bracelet.
Oh, okay.
But if y'all want to get the necklace, comment shop 13, and then shop 14 will be the bracelet. Actually, I'll tell you the price point on the necklace. So that will be, the necklace will come down to $1,530 with a budget pay of $306. It's going to be the same link. So we'll get into the bracelet, but comment shop 13 for the 18-inch paperclip necklace. Both of these are Vicenza specials. So 14 karat gold in the paperclip link. Now, we do have the bracelet on site, so I'm going to get into that one. And Italian gold. With Italian gold, you're going to have, I love it. Deanna called it the brag tag last night. I'm probably going to start stealing that phrase because you get a little tag. It's like a little dangle. And I've always loved it because it's like a little charm, but that's where you have your Italy stamp. So it's stamped with Italy and then 14K. Now, something to keep in mind, you guys, when we were at the Vicenza Gold Show, 14 karat gold is really not something that they do international. 14 karat gold is very much an American thing. So majority of the vendors, they would say, well, 18 karat gold. Well, guess what? When you get a bracelet like this in 18 karat gold, you are paying a whole lot more. So Encore negotiated a special opportunity to have these done in 14 karat gold, especially for us. Okay, so that's going to give you extra durability. It's also going to allow you to own these paperclip pieces for a fraction of the price. You're going to get the same gorgeous look. But here's the deal with this paperclip. As most paper clips, all of the links are going to be the same size. This is kind of a Rolo style paper clip. It's a 5mm, so very substantial, very noticeable on the wrist, but it's a Rolo style. So in between each of your elongated paper clip links, you have a round link. So you can adjust this and alter this to fit your wrist because the lobster claw is going to fit into any of those links. So this is at 7.5 inches. If you needed it a little bit shorter, you would be able to put this on one of these links. But you can also mix and match this with your traditional paperclip jewelry. So if you have a traditional paperclip necklace where it's all of the elongated links, this will mix and match beautifully. A 3.6 grams on your bracelet in 14 karat yellow gold. That means over 50% pure gold, but yet you're still getting the strength and the durability. So you're getting the best of both worlds. Price point on this is $920. We are bringing you down to $690. $690 with 5 budget payments, $138 to get home a paper clip chain bracelet. This is the style that never goes out of style. The paper clip has been around forever, and yet it's still considered to be one of the trendiest ways to wear your gold. That says a lot, right? It's a trend that's not even a trend because it's just a consistent staple in the world of gold. Hello, Jabari. How are you? How is the weather here? The weather's nice. You know, I know this morning it felt a bit like fall. I think now it just feels like Texas. Not too hot, though, so that's always nice. How is the weather where you are, Jabari? Let me know. I don't know where you're located, but I will say it's not too bad. Not too bad, not too hot. I think we might be getting fall soon. I think it's coming. Thank you. Y'all, I am doing my nails myself right now. Saving a little bit of money. All right. I figured with this upcoming, I'm going to be out for a while with this upcoming surgery. So why spend the money to get my nails done? I'm just going to be in bed at home. All right, you guys. Lots of people coming in on our Instagram account. Good to see you all. We had Greg. We had Denise, Pamela, Belle. Welcome. Welcome. Good to see each and every one of you. All right, you guys, your paperclip bracelet, that one was shop 14. Remember, the matching paperclip necklace was shop 13. Shop 14 and shop 13. And this one had an insane amount of reviews. 4.5-star rating, I believe, with like over 15 reviews. So absolutely incredible. Oh, Jabari is tuning in from Alabama. Sweet home, Alabama. Well, Jabari, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Everybody, have a wonderful day. I will not be seeing y'all on the live stream for a couple of weeks. Let's say a couple of weeks. Let's hope I get a very quick recovery. A couple of weeks. So, I hope everybody stays safe, stays blessed, stay positive out there. When the world can get you down, be a light, lift others up. All right, friends. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Continue to shop this gold. Y'all do not want to miss out on these deals. These are absolutely epic prices for gold. Use your coupon code LIVE25. Bye, friends.